The next thing that I also find very interesting is that having discovered this at a very early age of 15 years old, you still decided to expose yourself to other things like your professional 9 to 5 job before you left the job. Would you recommend the same thing to actually expose oneself to other things, or would you say, well, it's better to just streamline it? Because this is where my question is coming from. Because most of the people that are actually known worldwide doing something, they actually discover early in life what they want to do and what they're actually good at doing, and they stay with it. And when they do this for 15, 20 years, they become the celebrities that we know.
Right. And it's interesting that you say for 15 to 20 years, they become the celebrity we know. And in show business, there's a term that we use. It takes a lot of years to become an overnight success
Right.
because the audience sees you as an overnight success. They don't see how many years you put into that. They
Hmm.
just see that one morning they woke up and wow, here's this guy. For them, it's overnight. For you, it's 20,
It's not
25
over.
years. So
Hmm.
that's why we say it takes a lot of years to be an overnight success. It's a gift if you can know what you want to do earlier. Taking your profession as a professor, you have students in your classroom who've been there for 2, 3 years and still haven't decided on a major. That is a process because while you don't want to lose the credits, you also don't want to get out of the rhythm. So you're going through the motions, but you still don't know that that's where you want to go.
Hmm.
It's like being in a traffic jam. You're going in the right direction, just not at the speed you want to go.
Oh, wow.
Right. So for me, I looked at all the other opportunities available to me. My 9 to 5 job was accounting.
Yes, that's what I'm getting to.
Right. My 9 to 5 job was accounting since I was 19 or 18, maybe. But I don't know that that was what I want to do for the rest of my life. So I decided I'm going to create a balance. While I have my 9 to 5 job, I have what I enjoy doing. And your dream job is to do what you like and like what you do. So if I didn't like what was going on in my 9 to 5 job, I know in the evening I got music, I got drama, I got poetry, I got volunteering, I got a bunch of stuff that balances off that. In the process, you will find something else that you like. So for me, before I even had a job, because at 15 I was still in school, arts was there and it stayed with me. My balance was to give me satisfaction, not only a paycheck. So when I started in acting, I also looked to volunteer behind the camera. I learned sound, I learned lights, I learned a little bit of photography. Back in those days, it was actual 35 millimeter camera. So you used to load film into the camera, a big canister of film like this, where you had to pick it up. It was like about 10 pounds, and you put it in a black bag and all of that. So it was 35 millimeter film. I didn't learn a whole lot about that because one of those cameras you couldn't afford. But I learned sound, I learned light, I learned directing, I learned a lot of logistics, how to juggle schedules. And as I developed and I grew, I started using a lot of that in my regular life because life imitates art and
Hmm.
art imitates life.
Wow.
they don't exist in isolation. So to answer your question, if I would suggest that people do that, yes, keep your options open. But look at the caterpillar. A caterpillar will not leave one leaf before it gets to the other one. So don't leave what you have, hoping
Mm-hmm.
to catch something else.
Yeah.
Get that other one first before you leave what you have.
Right. Right. The more reason when we're trying to picture somebody who is trying to use rope to move, you still have to use one hand to hold one
Yes,
rope before you try to catch the
right.
next one.
There's a lot to learn from a monkey.
Yeah, right. I didn't want to say that, but you said
They don't
it.
they don't loop they don't let go of one limb before they
Yeah,
reach the other.
that's true. That's true. Yeah, we actually have Nazima London. Actually, she said when you were saying something about the church and things like that, she said that's very true, and that's what she had in the comment. Thank you for joining, Nazima London.